With Jurassic World Rebirth right around the corner, we're seeing our fair share of influx of sauropods into Jurassic World Alive, and today we're taking a look at our third one of this update, the Apatoceratops. Made from Notapata Titan and Nosutaceratops, this hybrid in particular will be joining other sauropods and just how annoying they were and just how just down horrendously a sauropod can be, because this thing is just the epitome of no fun. So if you want to take a look at how that's even doable, stick around because things get really, really messy as we go into the episode. So strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, and sit back, relax, enjoy the show as we unfortunately cover Apatoceratops in hopefully under 25 minutes. Not even kidding when I say this, but I think Apatoceratops is I think Apatoceratops is going to be joining the ranks of some of the most unfun creatures in this entire game. I mean, one, it's a sauropod, so it's already going to be down nefariously, but it's also got moves that just it's just so unbearingly insulting. Anyway, let's get into our first segment, the species profile. Yeah, taking a look at this big bastard stepping onto the platform. As you can tell, I hate it. I mean, I like the design itself is cool. I mean, it's got a very shrimp-like tail. I mean, I was actually gonna give the species name something else to go along with that, but I figure that's not really appropriate. So, overall, the design could be cool. If it had a longer tail, that'd probably be a little bit better. But I really don't care at this point. I mean, take a look at this, like, gargantuanly heavy stat of I can't talk today. It's incredibly hot here. 6,300 health, 1,200 attack, 108 speed, 30% armor, 5% crit, and 125 critical damage. So, again, this is just very, like, why? I mean, it's got, like... Titanosaurus has the least amount of health of the sauropod lineage, but it has the most armor to compensate. This thing, not only is it second behind Geminidias in terms of health, but it's also got some very heavy armor to back it up. So this is just so insulting to the unique format, and it's going to be incredibly unfun to use and go up against. So I've already told you what you needed to hear. Let's just head on to the second profile. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. I've redone this for like the past 6 minutes. Forgive me, gentlemen. So the abilities here are going to be what will be important. So as you can look right now, this thing has Resilient Strike, Halting Impact, which afflicts all resistances by 50%, attack what I believe to be 1.75, 75% chance to stun, prevent swap 1 turn, and reduce speed. This wouldn't be terrible if it was a cooldown of 2. This is a cooldown of 1, and because of this, you're going to have to remember that for the next segment. So moving on, we've got Distracting Brace, which, I mean, that looks fun as well. And then we've got Distracting Vulnerability Decimation, so that's another extremely short move. I'm turning on my fan. I am so sorry if you can hear that in the background, but like, it is incredibly hot and I cannot record in my office with this kind of heat. So it's also got Swap In Defense and Piercing Counter. Not Piercing Counter, Precise Counter. So these abilities are cracked, and it's because of these abilities right now is what we're going to have an extremely hard time to take a look at in our third segment. But Halting Impact is what carries this creature. If it had a cooldown of 2, or maybe even a delay, it'd probably be a little bit better. But that cooldown of 1 is very crazy. So I'm hoping that maybe by some chance they take that to a cooldown of 2. I have no idea, but this is not good for the formats, and we're about to take a look at its matchups right now. For the first time ever in one of these showcases, I don't have enough data to put in the matchup spreadsheet. Now, hear me out. Unlike a lot of other creatures that are very head-to-head in their matchups per se, I mean, it's not like the correct term, but they can fight their own battles. This thing, while it can do that, is just all over the place with that RNG. I mean, you're going to have so many times where Halting Impact just doesn't stun, or it does, and that could either sway the matchup. But it's not like it even screws it up in the first place, because you have distracting brace to help you out. Then you have halting impact yet again, and the decimation to go on top of that. And like Dracolux and Sarcomentorix, which also somewhat rely on RNG to excel in their matchups. Now, granted, they're not really dominant right now, but the point still stands. They were, and it's kind of the same thing with the Apatoceratops, except it can still hold its own very well. And because of that, I just don't have enough data to put in the spreadsheet. I do want to say it can beat Impello, but again, it's all dependent on the stun. And maybe it can tank some of those hits and soak them up. But at this point in time, it is just too early to call. So help me out in the comments and just let me know what you think the matchups could potentially be. I have done my fair share of matching, or testing rather, but it's just so hard to come to a conclusive decision. So for the first time ever, we just don't have enough data to put in the spreadsheet. So sorry if that's a little bit disappointing, but it's just such a hard creature to test and put matches up against when a lot of the times you will be relying on just one singular ability and the rest is just your sheer stats that you have laid out. So without further ado, I think we can finally go into a ranking of Apatoceratops in Sector 4. Yeah, this was a very hard creature to rank, and well, in terms of its matchups, but ranking it should be a little bit easier. I gave it a boost profile of 17-14-0, which should give you 1200 health, 12,000 health, 2100 attack, 110 speed, 30% armor, and the rest is same. I'll be giving it a 5 out of 5 on synergy. Originally, I gave it a little bit of a lower score, I think around 3.5, but its moves are just way too good. I mean, it has that one turn cooldown on halting, and then pair it with distracting brace, halting again, decimation, then you can go brace, swap in as well. Let's not even talk about its abilities. For whatever reason, some fuckwit decided to give it full swap prevention immunity, 75% resistance to stun, and 50% resistance to rend and bleed. I don't know who decided that on something of this scale with that sort of moveset, but they must have been on every singular drug the world has ever seen to give this, because not even Griganith can confidently take this down at times, and it's going to be a little bit difficult. So yeah, easy 5 out of 5 on synergy. I'd be an idiot not to give it anything more, but I'll give it a 4 out of 5 on head to head. I want to say 5 out of 5, but again, the matchups are still up in the air. And I also gave it a 4 out of 5 in competitiveness, because I can see this actually being used in arena, and we are now starting to see uniques make a resurgence in the meta. 1 out of 5 on fun. I mean, it's a fucking sauropod with not only a crazy cracked stat line, but it's also got busted resistances and moveset across the board. Flexibility for your plug and play style, I'll say 3.5 out of 5. I think this should fit most, if not all, unique format teams. But in terms of a PvP team, that's still up in the air for debate. But I think it will definitely be able to hold its own in some situations. And actually, I'm pretty confident it will. And then for an adjustment side, I mean, I don't see Ludia nerfing this thing anytime soon, because they almost never do nerfs on apexes, let alone uniques. So that's why I gave it a 1 out of 5. And that's going to be my ranking for today. Apatoceratops, what have you learned? Sauropods are just not fun. I mean, we have Ampelorex, we have Gemina Diaz, Gemina Titan, Ardennis Maxima, and now this fucker here. So let me know what you think in the comments down below about Apatoceratops. And without further ado, you guys want to see some creature carnage, so we're going to head on into the battles now. Alright, I finally drew. Actually, this was my first battle with it. I was just testing out some cool stuff, but Savan agreed to do a unique format with me. Oh, and he's also using Pyroryxes. Yeah, because for whatever reason, I was using it in the beta build against everybody else. Nobody expected it to be that good against fucking apexes, and now everyone's using it. So you guys are a bunch of leeches. And did I seriously not stun it? Oh, okay. So you guys want to, tell this guy that his RNG actually is very good, because some people gave him the benefit of the doubt in my Backlolith video saying, oh, but he still had he still only had a 25% chance to bypass you and a 2.84% chance of getting that crit and bypass chance. Well, I reduced his stun, and I can't even get a stun on him, so that's cool. I killed him anyway. And I also don't die. What the fuck? Alright, this thing has crazy good resistances. For whatever reason, it has not only swap prevention resistance, which is already busted enough, it's also got, like, I'm pretty sure close to immunity when it comes to stun, and then, like, very high bleed and rend resistance for something of this scale. He did bring out Alberto. I don't like that. I'm gonna just swap in Styraco-Lux. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like using Styraco-Lux. It's kind of grown on me a little bit. I actually do quite dig it, which is why I wanted to test it out. It's got some potential, I feel like, but I feel like other times it just gets fucking nuked. Oh no. Bye. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, and I stun him. Wait, so if I'm pinned, does that mean I stun? That's cool. Now I could dig in here, but he's still gonna be quicker than me. Oh, wait, no, he uses... Oh, I'm stupid. I'm not thinking about this. Okay, well, I should hopefully stun the Empilorex. That'd be funny. Please stun it. Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna, like, bother mentioning, like, you know, the usual. You just cannot make this up whatsoever. I'm gonna be ballsy and I'm gonna try and bring Apatoceratops in here. So unlike Titanosaur, this thing doesn't disarm, but instead it afflicts, which some cases it's kind of better. So, I mean, again, you're kind of relying on RNG to do the work for you, but I mean, it can still hold its own, right? I mean, you're extremely bulky otherwise, and you do heal. I can just buy myself time here. It's not an issue. Hopefully not, anyway. Up. Yeah, nice. Finally. The fact that you pin opponents as well is also nuts. Like, you afflict, you pin, you stun, you decelerate, and I think you distract as well. That's crazy for a move like this. And now I can just buy myself time. Like, I can just keep stunning, I can heal, I can swap if I want to. This is a very good creature. I can see this thing being well and well. Look at that fucking tiny, like, shrimp tail it has. That's sad. And I stun it again, nice. Like, who decided to give this the one-turn cooldown? Like, what? Who at Lydia thought this was a good idea? Oh no, I hope he doesn't swap prevent me. Oops. I'm immune to swap. I forgot. Because now I can just swap freely and have absolutely no consequence whatsoever. Oh, yeah, and I have a close to immune stun chance. And I'm back down to where I was. Nice. Yes, Sarcomantrix. I do quite like that design. I like it. It's cool. He's afflicted yet again. I could just keep bringing this thing back in and he's just going to have no way of countering me. Oh, yikes. The crit. I think I should be able to kill him. I don't know why concussion on this thing is not is on a delay. I think that's also kind of stupid. Up. And boom. Nice. 2,500. Does absolutely nothing, but I think he should die because of that. The bleed does, like, a considerable amount. Oh, wait. Do I die? Oh my god, I do. I think it's because of that crit he got. Cool. Alright. I'm bringing Junior in. I don't trust. Yeah, he had Alberto. I don't trust that I was going to do anything there. Was I quick? No, I'm not quicker as well. That sucks. He can kill me if he crits. Oh! Oh, that's close. But GG, though. I was closer than I would have liked it to be. Oh, shit. On 77 HP, too. All of the odds were against me. Like, the stun, the crit, everything. But I ended up pulling through. Okay, so this is kind of a topic I wanted to, like, talk about for a while. But mainly because it pissed me off. Now, keep in mind, I don't hate anybody in particular because of it. The whole situation itself just seems kind of dumb. But I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. And they were like, yeah, I'm heading to a graduation ceremony. And I was like, oh, really? Who in your family graduated? It was like, my cousin. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what's his major? He was like, what do you mean major? I'm like, gee willikers, man. I mean, shouldn't you have a major in college and then that's how you graduate? Is that not how it works? Or am I just under a rock for these past couple of years? He's like, my cousin's like 5. I'm like, what? 5? Fucking hell, is this Albert Einstein reborn? Like, huh? I was like, what do you mean 5? 5, like, graduated, like, it's like 5 years in college? Or just like 5, like 5 years old? He was like, no, 5 years old. I'm like, huh? Wait, what? So we got Jimmy Neutron, the born genius? Is that what's going on? He was like, no, he's just graduating first grade. Or kindergarten, rather. I was like, huh? Huh? We got... Wait, what? He saw... I looked at him, looked at me, and he looked at me back. I was like, so you're telling me that your 5-year-old cousin is graduating kindergarten? We're using the term graduate, right? He was like, yeah, we're having a whole graduation party and stuff. And the ceremony, like the school, like district itself is also holding a ceremony. I'm like, the school district as well? What do you mean the school district? Like, we're holding ceremonies now for tiny tykes? Is that what we're doing? And then I look up. I'm like, is it actually like, do the schools? I look on. I had to reactivate all my social media to see, but no. Apparently, this is a real thing. Apparently, kindergarten and elementary schools have graduation ceremonies. Now, in my mind, I'm like, well, shit. All that time spent in college now is kind of irrelevant because I spent 115,098 hours for a congratulations, a paper, and the robe, all for nothing. When this guy who's spent like 400 or something hours alive has already graduated before. Is that not dumb? Like, and part of the reason why I think that is because we've gotten so soft that we have to constantly reassure everybody that they're doing good. Now, keep in mind, I don't hate any child that graduates, stay in school, and don't end up a drug addict or a gang member. But I think it's kind of retarded how we're having graduation ceremonies as well for like shouldn't we be focusing our attention on the people that actually worked on their worked on their success and not someone who graduated from playing on the slide to now playing on the blacktop? Like, am I just seeing this in a different light? Please let me know, by the way, because I've just been my mind has just been like running around in circles. Like, okay, so what is the logical explanation for this? There is none. We're having graduation ceremonies for 5-year-olds. The whole concept is stupid. Is it not? Again, what are you graduating from? Sleeping for an hour, playing with your toys, and putting the circle shape inside of the triangle. Like, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not a graduation. We should be focusing our attention on the actual people that did their work and stayed up for countless nights and put in the hours and had that success pay off. But no, I guess we gotta hold a ceremony for the boss baby because he graduated. I don't know, it just pissed me off because I'm like, well, what the hell did I spend all my time in school for? Like, that's dumb. And then you have little Timmy over here who's already graduated. Again, what did you graduate from? I really wanted to ask, but I was like, no, I can't because we're just gonna go into an argument. I know how this game gets played. It is absolutely not my first rodeo with this kind of like discussion, but my main point is I feel like part of the reason why is we're just constantly trying to be positive, but again, why hold a ceremony if your child did absolutely shit in school? You should tell them and reach out to actually help them out instead of telling them, yeah, you did good, congratulations. No, that's not what we should be doing. We should not be holding graduation ceremonies up until like you kind of graduate high school. I feel like that's when you can hold your first ceremony, but again, like, why? Like, is it not dumb to hold a whole ass graduation for people that haven't even learned the basic skills yet? Like, it's in my opinion, it's stupid. But I guess let me know down below if you've seen this anywhere, because like, again, it seems like a lot of people, like, it seems like this is kind of now more common where this stuff is taking place, or maybe I'm like. I deactivated every social media account after that. I reactivated it just to see and take a look. Big mistake. I went down this rabbit hole of just getting myself more pissed off, but it's whatever. I think I crit the Impello here. Not like it matters. We got more. We got bigger matters on our hands. We got we got 3-year-olds graduate. You're just gonna appear out of the room and you're just gonna get like a graduation like certificate. Be like, congratulations, you have spawned into new terrain. Here's a handshake. Like that's what's gonna happen now. But it's so dumb. Like, are we really doing this? Are we really holding parties for like you haven't learned anything yet, and you're graduating. That's when you say it like that. I feel like it's gonna ring a bell for more people, but it's whatever. I mean, I have no control over it. I've already finished and done everything. I have my own work and business now, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, back to Jurassic World Alive. Oh, I resisted stun. Oh, am I gonna be able to kill it? Please say. Okay, swap prevention resistant. It's not immune. This thing has every immunity under the sun. You'd think it would be speed decrease resistant as well. Oh, and I killed them back to back. That's so lovely. And boom, down you go. Nice. GG. That feels good. Against all the odds, I somehow managed to pull that back.